Hello, and thank you for stopping by another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Meadow75, here again for your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And today I decided after work I needed to get some beer because the refrigerator is looking kind of bare. So I picked up a 12-pack. One of the things I picked up was a 12-pack from the Oskar Blues Brewery. Now, go figure, I haven't reviewed any Oskar Blues beer, so here we go, finally, in 2017, of all things. It was called the Conundrum, I believe. The package was the Conundrum. It had 4 beers, 3 cans each. It has the Dale's Pale Ale, their just IPA, their Throwback Pinner, I think is what it's called, IPA, and this one, the Mama's Little Yellow Pills. I don't know why I had a hard time pronouncing that, LOL. This one is 5.3% alcohol by volume. This one's brewed, well, it says Colorado, USA on it. That's where they're headquartered, in Longmont, Colorado. But this one is brewed in Brevard, North Carolina. And they say ingredients are what? They got some Spanish on here. And apparently they do a lot of distribution into, it says here, imported into Sweden, which is kind of cool, and the UK. That's really cool. It's getting an 84 by the Bros. Beer Advocate, they are calling it a Czech-style Pilsner. And Rate Beer is going to give the Mama's Little Yellow Pills a 46 overall as a beer in the Pilsner style. That's getting an 86. So, Rate Beer is not a huge fan of it, but it's great for its style, I guess. And finally, out of over 112,000 ads and reviews and uploads onto Untappd, it's getting a 3.43 out of 5. Now, OskarBlues.com says, check, C-Z-E-C-H as in Czechoslovakia, check out your mama. Oskar Blues Little Yellow Pills is an uncompromising small batch version of the beer that made Pilsen Czech Republic famous. Unlike mass market Pilsners diluted with corn and rice, Mama's is built with 100% pale malt, German specialty malts, and Saaz hops. While it's rich with checked out flavor, it's gentle hopping, only 35 IBUs, and low ABV, just 5.3%, make it a luxurious but low dose refresher by Oskar Blues standards, low dose. Again, 35 IBUs, 5.3% alcohol by volume. No word on the hops besides Saaz. Yeah, I'm going to get a crack on this can. The can, I'm going to use it in a Pilsner style glass. The can, by the way, says canned on the November 8th, 2016 at 10:34. Might need these, it says. You damn right. Alright, so don't drink this while pregnant, and it's gold medal winner and all those good things. I'm just going to crack this open. This feels like pretty tight. Oh yeah, we had a nice crack and some bubbling already. I think I've had this. I don't normally drink Oskar Blues for some dumb reason, but their Old Chub Nitro and just plain old Chub is great, and the 1050 is mind-blowing. By the way, so is their barrel-aged 1050 Imperial Stout. So, this is the Mama's Little Yellow Pills, and it's pretty yellow. I'd say it's more on the the golden color. It's not straw. It is a touch hazy. You can see my hand through there, but it's got almost a copper-ish tinge going onto that onto that rusty golden color. And the head just has staying power, and it just is got nice carbonation, nice bubble action to it, a nice white bone-colored looking head, and it's looking the part of a great Pilsner a la Pilsner Urquell or anything like that. So let's get a nose on the Mama's Little Yellow Pils. Not huge nose, not that I was expecting a huge amount of scent here. You're just getting some light bready malts, some light sweetness from the barley malt, or the pale malt and German specialty malt, and a little bit of a crackery, biscuity, hop, earthy, green spice from the Saz. So, one of the more plain smelling craft beers, but let's see how it goes in the taste. Mama's Little Yellow Pils, Oskar Blues. Cheers. There's definitely that Saz hop. There's a spice. There's sort of a an earthy green grass clippings hoppy spice to it. I shouldn't say really hoppy, but that's the sensation on that. So it definitely I'm getting check, and I'm definitely not detecting giant malts. No giant malts in this one. You're getting, you know, a light to medium, more or less a light-bodied beer. Crisp, clean, pretty dry without being too cloying or cottonmouth-like. And it's, yeah, again, crisp, clean, and refreshing is all friggin' hell. This would be great in the summertime. There's a little bit of a lemoniness. There's a little bit of a lemongrass. There's a little bit of that straw kind of a flavor in there. Definitely not rice or corn. The primary flavor you're getting here is that spicy kind of a Czech Pilsner kind of a malt. And a light bready malt in the background with just an overlying or underlying sweet malty taste. I mean, really not a whole bunch to write home about. I get it with the beer ratings. I can understand why one would give it a high 80 for an overall Pilsner beer, and then, you know, as just a plain old beer, it doesn't get very good marks. I get it. I think the only problem immediately that I perceive here with the beer is not even the beer. I'd have to look at some prices. I think this was 16 or 17 and change for the Variety 12-pack. But if this was 16 or 17 just for a 12-pack of the Mama's Little Yellow Pils, I kind of would feel ripped off, only because I think there are a lot better examples of a Czech-style Pilsner than this one. But if you want the closest thing, yeah, if you want the closest thing either to an American-style lager, or if you want to try and have one of your buddies that doesn't really drink craft beer to gradually, I mean real gradually, step up into craft beer, this is going to be a very good offering to your friend, and it's not going to offend, nor would it offend anybody really in that regard. But not a lot you can say about it. Again, just a straight underlining malty sweetness. It does dry substantially, and it thins out in the mouthfeel while it dries out. So, I mean, other than those light notes and maybe, like I said, some lemony notes, pretty much that's what you're getting. Where would I rate this beer? I can't quite... Yeah, 86 is probably where Rate Beer's giving this for an overall style of the Czech Pilsner. That's probably good. I would like more of a hoppy Saz or a hoppy Noble spice to it, and more of a bready malt. Just add more of those flavors, add more of that to the ingredient list here, and I think you would get a more of an award-winning beer. I mean, me giving this beer, Mama's Little Yellow Pills, me giving it a C plus, that 78 range, is by no means me bashing on this beer. It's just there are other examples of lagers that I personally would rather drink. But if this was on tap and for some strange reason I wasn't going for other styles of craft beer, or it was just adjunct lagers, I'd have to consider price before I bought this. But I probably would seek this one out on tap if not much else was available. So, not a really great beer, nothing wrong with the flavors, just kind of lackluster, but it's still pretty good for its style, and I would recommend you trying it because it's still a good example of a Pilsner beer. So, thank you for watching this production of Masters Beer Reviews, looking at Mama's Little Yellow Pills. Not too bad. Please rate, subscribe, comment, request a beer I can review, all that jive. And so, as I say at the end of every video, until next time, keep tasting these great beers. Cheers. See you soon. Oh, and another thing for that trash-talking Mike Tomlin. We're coming for you, the Patriots.